Everyone, welcome Charles back to the Maury Show. Charles will most likely look very familiar to you because 4 years ago, Charles and his wife, Raynetta, began a journey of discovery and dysfunction on the Maury Show. You see, from shocking cheating allegations to paternity test drama, this couple has truly survived the perfect storm. So before we find out why Charles is back, take a look at their previous appearances.
The first time Charles came to our show, he and his mother Sharon were determined to prove he was not the father of his wife, Raynetta's baby.
Once I got pregnant, you left me and said that this baby wasn't yours.
He told me when he was in the hospital that I was not the father.
You never do that to a man! Charles, you are the father! Just weeks later, a woman from Charles's past resurfaced and claimed he was the father of her baby.
Eyebrows, nothing. Nose, nothing. Lips, nothing.
Charles, you are not... Drama continued when Raynetta had a new baby.
I told him that I was pregnant.
And what did he say?
It's not my baby.
Then a third woman claimed Charles fathered her baby.
I'm tired of Charles saying that my son Tyree doesn't belong to him.
Once again, Charles denied both babies. When it comes to 1-month-old Carly, you are the father. When it comes to Kyrie, you are not. Months later, they came back because Charles was convinced Raynetta was cheating. During your relationship with Charles, have you ever had sexual intercourse with an ex-boyfriend? You said no. That was...
So now, listen to this. At the time of that last taping, guess what? Unknowingly, Raynetta was pregnant. Now, because of that, because she failed the test, they're back. Because now Charles thinks that he's not the father of Raynetta's 3-month-old baby Julie.
Yes, you are. You are the father.
What happened after the show?
Pretty much, I dealt with 4 years of a long, tough fight, and I got tired, so I just walked away. It's only so much one person can take in general, so I had to let it go.
That's a lie.
When she
you
was...
didn't walk away. You still were taping these bugs on the low.
Guess what? I guess she introduced herself, everyone. This is Charles's mother. And Charles's mother is siding with Raynetta because you think he is the father.
That's the father. He is the father.
Right. You always on the other side.
You is the father, Charles.
Wait a second.
You is the father, Charles.
Wait a second. On Charles's side is his brother, Jerry. Jerry, you don't think he's the father. Why isn't he the father?
Because, I heard word in the city, that she was a hoe, man, you know.
Now, all right, that's enough. That's it. Now, everybody ponder this. Raynetta claims she didn't know she was pregnant until she was 7 months pregnant.
Right.
And she didn't know she was pregnant until the day she went to the hospital.
Exactly. And you know I was pregnant because I had the baby.
I just got one question, ladies. Why is the only reason you gonna hold it from a man the whole 9 months? Because it's not your baby.
I knew I was pregnant. I would have told you. I told you the other time.
That's the problem. You my mother. You on the other side. You even understand for yourself and know.
You know that's your baby.
You think this little baby Julian looks like
man,
me?
Nothing. Where the picture at, man? Let me see that. Look, man. Listen. If you look at all my other kids, my kids got my nose, those my eyes. You see those the nose, the eye, the mouth. You see all the resemblance. You see nothing there whatsoever.
So the only reason she's lying about this pregnancy in terms of when she found out about it is because you're not the father.
But that's not even a half of it.
This is what Raynetta had to say. Watch.
October 25th, 2015 was one of the most surprising days of my life. I found out I was pregnant and gave birth to my son Julius, all in the same day. I called Charles to tell him the news, but he was in the club completely wasted. I was terrified and alone, and Charles didn't even care. Since then, Charles has completely ignored Julius. Charles will babysit our other two kids and then tell me Julius is my problem. I blame Charles' brother Jerry for his denial. Jerry is always in his ear spreading horrible rumors about me. Thank God for Charles' mother Sharon. She knows that this is her grandbaby and has been there with me from day one. Charles has forgotten that he is still my husband. So he need to have a come to Jesus moment and step up for his youngest child.
Everybody, here's Renetta.
That don't make no sense, man. That don't make no sense. That's a lie.
I ain't coming to play. I ain't coming to play. You the child of my mother. You gonna be here. You gonna be here. And you need to find your bitch. You ain't no problem with me.
You a child. You a child.
Get up. All right?
Hey, Mar.
Nice to see you, dear. Renetta, you didn't know for 7 months?
For 7 months, Mario, I didn't know I was pregnant. I was in a car accident. When I got to the hospital, they were worrying me that I was pregnant. My son got sick, Mario. A 33-week baby was sent out of town to another hospital because he had breathing problems. I called Charles. You know what Charles told me? I'm in the club. I'm turned. Well, you gonna turn up and take care of my baby today? You
That's a lie. Yo, that is a pure T lie. Man, listen, at the end of the day, I did everything in my power to be there.
Didn't Charles want that baby named after him?
Right, exactly. Why would I name another baby Charles Jr. when you ain't take care of the first one? That's crazy, Mario.
You lying.
That's crazy.
Listen. On the day the
Exactly,
baby was
that's
born,
crazy.
on the
There's
day the
already
baby
a
was
Charles
born, I was
Jr.
cold.
It's already
I
a
went
Charles.
through it. And they still tell me to
waited
get
long
ready
enough.
now.
Let's do this.
That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I know. That's what I want to see.
Let's go, Mario.
When it comes to 3-month-old Julius, Charles, you are the father.
Take care of that child, all right? Okay. You don't have to deal with her.
Ain't nothing
deal
wrong
with
with the
your
test.
kids,
Get
okay?
yours
You got
tested,
3
baby.
of them.
Turn up.